Hello from chinature.com. This is Mark Josie. So thank you for watching my previous videos on whatever for self-defense series. So you see, we got some videos on can paintball markers used for self-defense, 4.5mm air guns, with the pellet guns. So today I want to answer some questions again using this kind of method. This is about airsoft. Can airsoft guns or airsoft stuff be used for self-defense? Now, if you are looking for stuff like, oh, firearm is better, now you better skip this video and go away, okay? Because I know that people want to know, when they search, they want to know how. Actually, the question should be, how can you use airsoft for self-defense, and not can airsoft be used for self-defense? Because a lot of people out there were saying, no, you cannot, you just piss the attackers off, and you better get a real gun or whatever like that, okay? Now, that kind of stuff, okay, it's very common, and yes, I would say a real gun is better, but what if you don't have a real gun, right? And that's why people keep searching for these answers. So, I'm not telling, okay, just a disclaimer here, okay? I'm not saying that this is the best option or anyone should use or it is lawful to use, whatever, okay? I'm just saying, okay, in case you don't have anything else, and in case the law permits, in case whatever, okay? So can airsoft be used for self-defense, and also despite the consequence with the law and shit like that? So yeah, well, even you use a firearm to kill someone in a self-defense situation, you may be facing jail time and stuff like that, because the law is not really always about justice. Sometimes it's kind of crooked, sometimes it's weird, and you know, things don't make sense. So it's very normal, right? So yeah, well, even with a real gun, you run into shit and trouble. So fuck that. We'll talk about how to use airsoft for self-defense, whatever you call this, for zombie defense, whatever, okay? Whatever, you know the idea, right? Just a very insightful video to share some thoughts with you guys. Maybe you will not hear from some other people, and that's why you're here to enjoy my show. Okay, thanks a lot. So now it sounds more like a talk show right now. So airsoft for self-defense. One thing I always heard when not heard but read, you know, internet is about reading, right? Heard, read, okay? That people were saying or typing is that oh, can my gas blowback pistol be used for self-defense? It's so realistic. Okay, gas blowback pistol, woo, that is realistic shit. And you're like, woo, this thing looks so shiny. It has a full-size magazine, looking very real. You jam it in, you know, if you look at me from far away like that, whoa, you see, it looks so realistic. And when you do it, wow, kick back hard. Can it be used for self-defense? Well, realistically speaking, the power of these guns, any blowback pistol, any, okay, blowback will not give you enough power. Why? Because they're, first of all, airsoft are made for war games, shooting at people, so it cannot be so lethal, right? So these things, when you use 0.2 or 0.25 grams BBs, they shoot about 250 FPS-ish, not over 300 FPS for sure. So it will provide you about 1 joules or so kind of energy. So it's gonna sting, of course. If you shoot this at the body, okay, without any clothing on, it's gonna give you a big red mark, and you know, if you do it close up, it's gonna really hurt. It hurts, but it will not be enough to cause the pain you can do with air guns. And also because the blowback feature is there, okay, the problem is the gas from here goes to the shot right here to blast it out, and also up here for the slide to go back. So you're actually using the gas for two sources. One is for the shot, one is for the blowback, and it will not give you many power because you are sharing the gas output for the blowback feature. Now let me take the slide off and show you here. This is a good example. Right here you can see this hole. Right here. You see this hole? Okay. Now that hole is where the gas goes in and force the slide to move back. And this spring here will make the slide go forward. And that's why you have the blowback feature. And that's how the gun works. So basically the gun gives you realism in terms of operation, like how it blows back like a simulating a real gun blowback, and give you a working slide. Sounds badass and stuff like that, but the power is not enough. Now someone will ask, what if I just point the thing at someone? It looks so real, right? If I take it out, okay, like that, cock the guns one, you know, you make sure there's ammo inside so it will go like that, okay? So cock it once, point it at someone. Will that scare someone away? Well, it depends, okay? If the guy is a dumbass, of course they will be scared because you have a real looking gun. Okay, just like if you point anything at a cop, gun-shaped object at a cop, the cop will shoot you down because they don't have the time to think, is that real or not? And most cops are not very educated with guns. That is like really weird, right? But no, not joking. Like I have had cops came to me and check out my gears too, and he was like looking at it and examining the wordings on the gun to he expects something that say this is whatever gun, and that's kind of weird. I mean, like if you give me a gun, I can just look at it and tell you, oh, it's an air gun right away. But that guy don't have that kind of brain, so weird. And I also heard some friends and stuff saying, oh, I got a friend who's a cop and he only goes to the range once a year. And I'm like, okay, are you joking? Yeah, they don't need to go to the range all the time, you know? So yeah, anyone without many knowledge, like a lot of knowledge, will think this is real, right? Because they cannot tell. But then, for anybody who actually do have experience in gun, if they point at them like this, okay? Look right here. Do you see there is a brass barrel inside? Look. You can actually, okay, it's so hard to see it right here. Let me show you. There we go. Now you can see the brass, the shiny gold color. Okay, that is what gives off. Okay, the brass barrel is very common in airsoft, and when you look at the gun like that, okay, my eyes is not very good, but from a distance, like 10 feet, I can easily see that already. And now that gives off and tell me that it's a fake gun and not a firearm. Also, these models are often made for airsoft, like they're designed for airsoft. They changed the design of the real gun. So unless you're getting an exact replica, the gun itself, if I am like experienced browsing website that sells airsoft gun, I can tell right away that it's fake, okay? So it's very obvious for gun nuts like me to tell that this is a fake gun. And also for stuff like a high capacity, okay? WE brand, WeTech, okay? Very realistic kick, very nice full-size magazine, nice airsoft gun, but also, if you point forward, I can tell from looking at here right away that it's a fake gun, because I can see the brass barrel, I can see the fake thick barrel, which is unrealistic like that, and also the design and the finish on the gun. You see the gray finish right here? That's not something you can see on a real gun's finish. And also the shiny plastic grip, okay, or maybe you have one with a black grip, but this kind of grip will give off the realism and tell you that it's a fake gun. Okay, some guns are based on real models, like this one from WE Tech again. This one is a blowback pistol. It's supposed to be the Toucan, okay, and it's a blowback pistol. You see, blowback. Okay, let me just squeeze a bit of gas in there to show you. Okay, so okay, it's a blowback pistol. Make sure no ammo in there. See, hard kick, realistic, and fun. But okay, the gun actually, the real firearm here is also made of plastic, and here is metal. So the gun is very, very exact looking, and from a distance you cannot tell this is real or fake, right? But when you point at someone, this here, you can also see the brass barrel. Not sure if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. You see, the brass barrel is shiny, right? You see, sticks out. So by the time you cock it, I can tell it's a fake already. And also the sound here, the sound. Okay? You can tell from a fake gun or a real gun right away because of the sound. The sound is different. If you ever handle a real gun, the cocking sound is very different from these. So by observing, you can tell. What about, okay, one thing, if you really need to use the shape to scare someone away, this is one of the closest things. The G series from the WTech, which they now changed to the ISSC series, it looks like a Glock, and with the black colored inner barrel. You see, they changed it to use a black inner barrel instead of a brass inner barrel. So when you point, actually it does really resemble a firearm. And right here, when you look at it from a distance, like that, okay, you cannot really see the inner barrel inside. And that's the thing, because it's so black, okay, you cannot see it. And so people can mistaken that this is a real thing. But do not do this. If you do this, okay, people hear the sound, they will know it's fake. Okay. Pull it out, pretend that this is already cocked, pull it out and go like that, scare the shit away. Okay, but this is not really a good choice because having a gun like that, so real, the guy may have a gun too. Or like they will know that, oh, you got a real gun, he got to shoot, like all instinct, right? Or maybe if you got that and he doesn't go away, then you're really fucked. So yeah. Some guys were asking me, what about the Dan Wesson revolver? They are powerful, and they say, oh, they shoot like 400 something FPS or something like that, because it's not a blowback, right? So you use all the gas right here, boom, and it also uses CO2 cartridge instead of green gas. And just a little bit of info for you guys here. Okay, that's how it works. You open it up, put this here, okay, right here, and you screw it. You screw the CO2 cartridge in. Okay, screw right here, screw. And when the cartridge is inside, it got the gas ready, and you can basically pop it open like a real gun, like a real revolver. Pop it open, put your bullet inside, and you're good to go. Now let me show you the so-called bullets, okay? Okay. This is the bullet. It looks so real, right? Like, if you don't know about guns and you look at these, you're like, whoa, is this real? And then you ask that kind of question. So, yeah. What you do is, here, I'll show you how it works, okay? This is a 4.5 mm version using steel BBs. And actually, you know what? Funny enough, the steel BB version is kind of like pretty powerful too. It's more powerful than the Airsoft version. So, yeah. So, you fling out this thing, and then you put your ammo inside like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, you see? And so you got 6 shot. You load it up, and you're good to go. You can click and fire, or you can just fire like that. Works, okay? When I point the gun at you, you don't know if it's real or not, right? Now, how do you tell from this is like a fake or a real gun, right? So you'll be like, don't move, and you're like, uh-oh. So the receiving end, look at this. Okay? This hole here, you can be mistaken that this is real because the caliber size is hard to tell when it's like that far away, so it does look real, but this gives off the realism. You see, it's showing the BBs. So there's no real bullet that shows you this part with the shiny dots right here, like a real BB. Okay, and also with a 6 mm plastic BBs, you will be better off with like a black colored BB because it will hide, or a brown color which hide But if you use white color, it will be many white dots here, and then the guy will be so confused because if you go like that, he looked inside and like, what kind of bullet is that? The bullet is white. Weird bullet. Okay, so yeah, and you only got 6 shots though. You see, if you want to change your ammo, okay, you need to go like that, dump the ammo, and then put new stuff inside. And of course, people will say, okay, what about if I have a speed loader, like this one? Okay, a speed loader, and then you may think, oh, I can just beef up, 3 speed loader and I'm good to go. Well, the thing is, with a speed loader, okay, you dump your ammo inside while the guy's waiting. Imagine, hey burglar, wait. Okay, I'm good to go. 6 shots. That's kind of lame, eh? And by the way, normal plastic BBs weight at 0.2 grams, shooting at about, say, 400 something FPS is not even 2 joules. So you see, not even 2 joules, and it's kind of lame because the plastic BBs also will deflect or bounce off from clothing, so it's not going to penetrate. It's just going to do some pain, and you only got 6 shots. And that's really lame because it's not going to put them down or give them enough pain to make them scared. Whereas with 4.5mm BB gun, steel BB gun, that kind of thing will penetrate, and when it penetrate, people will freak out. But these, they don't penetrate, it won't freak people out. Okay, so another one here. This one, okay, this is exceptional. Okay, this is the Blowback MP7. KWA brand. Okay. This thing is extremely powerful. With this add-on, this is a mock suppressor with a extended inner barrel here. Okay, so you actually extend the barrel from here to here, and then now one more from here to attach it. So you got a way longer barrel, and with that length, okay, you're shooting this gun at about like 500 or so FPS with 0.25 something gram BBs. So you can load this gun up with aluminum BBs and it will do some damage. But okay, keep in mind, this thing is clumsy, and also the magazine can hold 40 shots and it uses green gas. Now the problem is, green gas, it will cool down and freeze up very fast. So the thing is, if you shoot green gas at people and you want to empty all 40 rounds into the guy as fast as possible, which means that it will start very powerful and the power will drop right away. Okay, so it may work, but it's really not the best choice. You equip this with a very powerful green laser like this one, super green laser. So in case you cannot put the guy down or give them enough pain, whatever, you can always use the laser to blind their eyes, and that's one option out of no option. But of course, this is not a very good choice because you see, even with about 500 FPS or so, you're not going to give anything that will penetrate the guy's skin or clothing, and that's not enough, right? So some people were asking, what about my sniper rifle? My sniper rifle is very powerful, and it uses spring and not CO2. It's very reliable, and you don't need to gas it up. Fine. The problem is, it's single shot. Okay? Are you going to have time to go like the guy is going to stand at your door, and then you're going to go from the second floor and then go okay? I don't think so, eh? So any shell ejecting, which is not efficient, any blowback is not good, green gas is not good, okay? CO2 is better, but it's not the best choice. Now, you may ask, okay, so that means you're saying that airsoft is useless? Not really. One thing I want to show you guys here. This is actually one of the most amazing airsoft gun I ever seen, which can be put to use for a self-defense situation. Not a self-defense, maybe a home defense or something, okay? First of all, let me show you this. The APS CAM 870 shotgun. This shotgun does have the ability to shoot shotgun shells for this shotgun. Not 12 gauge shotgun. Okay, so yeah, it looks very real. It's a really direct replica to the Remington A70 shotgun, and you know, if you look at it from the front like that, you cannot tell. You see, there's no inner barrel. This is not those shotguns that had its own inner barrel and it will shoot 1 BBs and stuff. This is a shotgun that uses shell and it shoots out a blast of stuff out. Like that, okay? Now, let me beef myself up. Not beef myself up. Okay, there we go. Rambo time. So, let's wear this to pretend to be cool, you know, and let's, you know, have a dump pouch around right here. Wow, ass kicking. Okay, so this is the shell. This is the shell. It looks just like a real shotgun shell, but then my friend tested it. It's different from a real shotgun shell. These things are a little bit smaller in size, so the real shotgun shell will not fit in any way, will not fit into this thing. Okay, so don't worry. Another thing is, this shell contains the CO2, which you have to inject with a device. It will contain the CO2, and also right here you can put any shit you want in there that fits. So the original design is to put a plastic wad there that looks like this one. Let me show you. In case you have not seen my review yet, so I'll show you right here. This is the plastic wad. Okay. It's like that. Okay. So basically, you stuff the thing inside here. Okay, let me show you. You stuff it inside here, right, like this. And then right here, you put whatever you like to put, and then you cover this with a piece of paper that is in a circle shape. And then you can put this, and the gas is also inside. Okay, you can put it from the hole here. Bam. And then when you go like that, the shell comes out. Or you can also load it like a real shotgun right here. And it holds 7 rounds. So when you go like that, you see? It's very realistic looking. So anyway, if you actually look at me doing this, okay, pointing at you, are you gonna run? I mean, like, the guy got a shotgun in hand, retard. Come on. Okay, so yeah, that will scare someone off for sure. And also, it's very realistic. Like, even by just looking at it from a distance, I cannot tell it's a real or a fake one because of the design with no inner barrel. And also, the look and all the wood and metal and all the sound feels like so real. Okay, now let's talk about how to use these shells for a real life situation. Okay, so in case you really want to use it, I'm not suggesting that this is the good choice, but I mean, like, if there's no choice and if you really need to use this one, okay, you do not load it with airsoft BBs because it will not hurt someone. And it will hurt, but it will not, like, stop someone because it doesn't provide them enough pain. These things hold 0.6 caliber balls. They are the caliber of a paintball. So you can't go to a paintball shop to buy 0.68 caliber ammo. And you can use things like a, oops, where the heck did it go? Ah, there we go. You can find things like these. These are 0.68 caliber rubber balls. And this one here is actually hard rubber, not like cheap foamy rubber. They are not squishy, okay? They weigh 3.9 grams each. And if you put this, those balls, one of those, into each, you don't need to use the wad. It will output about 270-ish FPS to 280 max FPS. and so it will give them about like one shot. It will give about 12 joules or so. It's pretty powerful, and it's very painful. And so that's one thing you can do. And other thing is you can also use these. Oops. These are the 0.68 caliber breaker rounds. They're extremely hard, and they weigh 6 grams each. My conservative guess is that it will drop to about 180, 170 kind of FPS with this gun, and it's not really optimal, but it will work. And because it's so hard that it will put a big impact on the guy right at the when you shoot it. So yeah, in case of zombies, you know, you can load these things up with CO2 with the balls, and you're good to go. So also, of course, with a belt like that, so you can reload very fast. And okay, so beside that, okay, one thing that I want to mention is these shells are not reliable. I tried to gas them up and then put them there for like 7 days or so, and they didn't leak, but then you cannot fire it. It went hang fire on me, and so when I shoot, it go tack, and then the shell didn't fire, and then you need to cock it again and put the same shell in, and it will fire. So this is one thing that will happen. You know, if you use this thing for home defense, self-defense kind of situation, and you really want to shoot the guy, tuck, oh shit, and then you need to really like catch the shell, put it in again for a second shot, and it will fire. Now that's really fucked up. And another alternative choice to the projectile is using pepper balls. There are 0.68 caliber pepper balls. It's like one of those, but it's emptied inside and it's filled with pepper, like pepper spray pepper. So when you hit it in the chest, hit the guy in the chest, the pepper will stop the guy. Now that will work, but again, okay, the shells are not so too reliable. Now, because of this, it inspired me to think about what if, I mean, like right now, you see, we did a lot of stuff, right? We saw the rifles, blowback, non-blowback, shell ejecting. Everything seems to not work in Airsoft. What will work? Okay, now I found an answer for you guys. This is why you're watching, eh? Okay, gear up time. Ta-da! Whoa, shit! Whoa, shit! Look at that! Whoa! Whoa! Look at that! Gear up time! Okay. Apocalypse. Look at that! Woo! What am I doing? Now this is what will work though. I mean, despite that you're looking like a jackass here. Right here, you see, I have my gear. Ta-da! Whoops. Need to practice getting this thing out. King's arms! Okay, shit. It doesn't work. King arms, grenade launcher, sawed-off grenade launcher. It looks sexy, okay? You can pull this out, put a grenade in, like that, pop, boom, grenade. That will work, okay? Now I put a little ball here, okay? Because I put that in before and I cannot get it out, so I'll shoot it out later on, okay? This thing holds one 40 mm grenade. Okay. Grenade will work, and it doesn't take a lot of shot to stop someone, depending on how you use the grenade. Of course, this thing here is just for show today. If I'm really going to choose a grenade launcher, I'll choose this one. Why? Okay, this is a Mad Bull grenade launcher in a pistol form. See? Why I like this one? Because pop, pop, dump, pop, pop, dump. Easy, right? Okay, with the other one, what happened is click, two hands, ta-da, pop, two hands. See, it's too slow and it's not ideal, but you know, just for show, I want to show you that this is actually for that kind of thing. Okay, now this thing is gonna work. This thing, it's so small you can even conceal carry it in whatever holster It's so small and it looks so badass. There are a lot of modifications you can do to it. Right now I use the rail here with a screw so that it formed the iron sight that you can use right away, and it actually does work. Or you can mount a red dot scope, whatever. Okay, now how this thing works with grenades. Okay, let me show you in case you guys don't know what the grenade is. Okay, airsoft grenades are not like those. Those are hand grenades. These are grenade launchers. Okay, so this thing here holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 24. 24 grenade shells right here inside this belt. Okay, it's damn heavy. So if you wear it with the sawed-off grenade launcher at the back, it feels okay. But after you take the grenade launcher down, this thing is gonna drop like that. Okay, so here we go. I'll introduce you to grenade launcher shells. And these are what I find will be effective for self-defense. Okay, so let me just buckle this up first. Jamming my way. Okay. Whew. Wow. The Velcro thing that hurt. Anyway, first thing. This is the S Thunder grenade from uwake.com. And they actually do... Okay, look at the... They do actually work for a lot of reasons. They come with a red ball or yellow ball, whatever ball, and let me just gas it up. Just shoot out that ball. Okay. Let me just shoot that ball out, okay? Okay, so the ball is out. Great. The ball is out. These grenades, they require a reset. So after you shoot it, you have to reset them by using a pen or, something sharp, okay, pointy, just to point at this firing pin and poke it all the way down and make it bounce up again. So it does actually reset the spring there. Okay, there you go. Okay, you see? Now it reset. So these things can only be used once. You better have a lot of them, and they're expensive. One of them is about like 80 bucks. And you can also fire them by using your finger, like pop, but somehow your finger will have a chance of jamming in the way, and it really hurts. So I suggest using a launcher for safety reason. These things here, right here, okay? These things, all you have is a big chamber or a big tube that is that long. Whatever crap you put in there will be fired in one go. And that's really crazy, eh? So you can actually put, I saw the demo, and these things will hold water. So you can actually put water, whatever crap in here, and then cover it up with the kitchen film wrap. And then when you need it, pop! All that stuff will bomb out, okay? So imagine, you can actually go to the grocery store for those chili pepper powder in the spices section, and if you empty that much, okay, of it with CO2, not green gas, okay, put CO2, 850 psi, seal up with film wrap, and then maybe a tape, masking tape, and then if the guy comes at you from 10 feet, boom, all the pepper, whatever shit, or even the broken glass, nails, whatever, boom, 10 to 15 feet, it will work, really badass, one bomb, and the guy will want to run away. It is actually very loud, and it does put a lot of a fear factor there, shocking factor to the guy, so that's what I think will work. Second one, King's Arm grenade shower. These things, they hold X amount of BBs inside each of these holes, and you can inject them with green gas, or some can be used with CO2, and choose the CO2 one. They're more powerful. When you go bam, okay, these things will blast out all the BBs, and they varies from like some low capacities one are like holding 18 shots, 18 rounds. Some will hold like 48, 60 something, 80 something, 90 something, and the craziest you can go is the 204 round BB shower. The BB shell will go boom like that right at your face, and it will splash everywhere. It will scare the crap out of people, but it will not really put them down. If they're really there to do damage, they will not go away. So for these, I will load them with aluminum BBs or glass BBs. But that's not really a good option. Another one here, this one is also King's Arms, and it's lower capacity. You can see we have fewer holes there, and those will not work. Low cap will not work. Okay. Here is the Madbo XM6484. They are also called the multi-usage grenade. Right here is the smaller hole compared to the S Thunder grenade. You see, smaller hole. So the chamber is smaller. These things are actually 0.68 caliber chamber right here. You can put 4 paintballs inside. Now that's the trick, eh? If it fits 0.68 caliber, you can put the glass breaker balls that we just showed, the breaker balls, the red ones. Okay, we can put these into this thing. You can put the rubber balls, or imagine 4 pepper balls inside. Okay, or you can mix 1 breaker ball, 1 rubber ball with 3 pepper balls, and then load this up with CO2, 850 psi. Right at the guy, boom! Wow, that's 3 pepper balls, 1 high impact rubber or breaker balls at once. Boom! Impact, and also the irritation effect of the pepper balls. These things do work. They work very well. And even though if you don't have pepper balls and these stuff, you can actually custom load it. You can pour the pepper spray, broken glass, whatever in there, and then get one of these covers. Let me show you. This is the cover. It's actually a plastic rubbery, so not plastic, rubbery thing. You just put here. It will. I'm not gonna press it in, but you see, it's going to seal the shell. And once it's sealed, okay, the powder stuff will not leak, and that thing will not come out. So it's gassed up. You put it here. Okay, in case you need to encounter whatever. Boom! Wow, there goes a big blast of 3 pepper balls at once, or 4 pepper balls at once, or a bunch of pepper spray at once. And that is really no different from using pepper spray or the maze gun, which is also pepper spray in liquid form, or you're using non-lethal pepper bear spray, whatever. It's just like that. So I don't see how that's not effective, eh? Now, one more. Okay, just for the backup, Now, this is 120 rounds from Madbo, 120 rounds shower. So also you can load that with CO2 and using aluminum BBs or glass BBs. That will work better. This one is about 38 rounds from Madbo and not really good. Low caps, no use. 18 rounds from GNP, I think. Yeah, not going to work. Okay, the low cap is not going to work. 120 rounds better, not really good. Okay, BB shower are to be avoided. Okay, these are the slug shot. They are foam slug. You see, foam. You squeezed it. These things are only good for war games. They do hurt like hell if you shoot at people close range, but it's not going to make them kneel down, so that's not good. Avoid those. 120 rounds again. You see, I really do have a lot of shells. Okay, this one is a hard rubber. Okay, you cannot really squeeze it. It's hard rubber, and this is what it will shoot out. Okay, this is a hard rubber slug shell from GNP brand, and they actually do work. What I find is you can customize these things to fire better. And instead of using green gas, I tried myself, okay? Instead of using green gas, you can load these with CO2, but you need to set the CO2 regulate to about 550 psi max, no more than that, or else you'll damage the internals. And then, because it's shooting at higher psi, it's going to be more powerful. These things will work up to 20 feet, and you can see some effect there. these right here, you can use JB Weld. Okay, JB Weld is a kind of paste kind of thing. You can put it here, okay, and then use some other stuff to glue on top of the JB Weld, like nails, steel BBs, whatever pointy pellets. You can glue them right here so that it does have some stuff sticking out, which is metal with the hard shell. So when you shoot it, this thing flies out, and this surface hit the guy. Because you put stuff here, it's not just a rubbery thing. It's not round anymore. It will hurt a lot. Okay, so that's better than the foam shell grenade. Right here, one more just for backup. And right here we got one more just for backup, you know. And actually these things are very good for learning how to shoot the grenade launcher with accuracy, because if you load these things up and you're shooting at home, you don't have to have a big mess with the BB shower. These, you point and shoot and you can see exactly where you shot. So they're good for training. This one from UVX.com again, S Thunder Loud Grenade. Just like the Mad Balls, you can put a cap here to seal stuff here, and it will hold liquid, powder, whatever. These things are actually more powerful than the Mad Ball because they have to shoot out more stuff. You see the capacity? Okay, you got more stuff here, and you can load these with five paintball size, 0.68 caliber size stuff. So imagine 5 pepper balls at once. I don't think that's not effective. This is the ultimate king grenade. So this thing here, huge. S Thunder brand, and they hold 4 foam balls inside, but you can also load them with any shit you like. So imagine, you know, use your creativity, right? Imagine what you load inside is like pepper spray up to here, and then you cover it up. What it does is just like a blast with a bear spray, just like a bear spray, you know, boom, and then all these that much powder right at them in the face. And that's really crazy. But also, remember that the powder can go back to your face. So, yeah, you know. Bear spray gives you a bit more distance. This one gives them a bit more shock power. This is actually the 204 rounds king grenade with the BB shower. It uses CO2. It's more powerful. And also, you can load it with aluminum BBs too. But, as I said before, BB showers are not good. So, conclusion, guys. Okay, so I would say, with all the gears we have shown today, okay, one more thing, one more gun is the APS APM 50, the shell ejecting gun. That gun is also very powerful. If you use 6mm steel ball bearings, it will project out a very powerful shot with the devil shells, the highest power shells, and it goes to like what, 12 foot-pounds, something like that. But the thing is, okay, it's shell ejecting, slow, and the shells are heavy, it's expensive, and you won't have the time to reload and cock the bolt. So out of the question. Okay, guys. So conclusion: airsoft, can it be used for self-defense? Surely yes. But what will you choose in the airsoft gears? Okay, now for example, I'm saying like this is like a world that we don't have firearm, we don't have guns. I mean, we don't have like firearm, paintball, whatever. We only have airsoft. Okay, I will choose grenade launcher. Okay, because you can load them with anything you can find, and I will choose grenade type like these with a hole, or with these with a big hole. They are good because you can load them up with anything you can find. It's more like a garbage shooter. You can put anything there, even pellets, steel BBs, anything. You can put them into here. And I will find a very small compact size like that, and a quick reloading grenade shooting device like this. Because you can basically pop with one hand operation, boom, pop, another one, boom, very fast. And I will not choose something like badass looking, like this one here. I will not choose this because it's clumsy. Need to go like that. Put too clumsy. Okay, too much hassle. I will not choose that. Okay, this is the only thing I would think that it will be really effective. And even though if you don't have a grenade launcher, you can use your finger to fire a grenade too. But then just keep in mind you will run into a risk of jamming your finger here and it will hurt. I have tried, boom, and it works. Okay, if by chance if you can invent something that goes over your thumb and there's a little stud here, you can use that to fire the grenade. It works too. You don't need a barrel. So in case, you know, like a self-defense device, put it in the pocket and then take it out with the thumb, something on the thumb that actually protrudes out, and go boom, and it will work. Boom, like a very fast bomb effect of whatever is inside. So that works. Besides that, if you really need a gun type of thing, okay, to scare someone off, one of these with a black inner barrel, realistic look, it's good for show. You can put it here like that, okay, or pretend like that, and it will put that gun in disguise and people will think it's a real gun. But of course there's a risk that people will think it's a real gun and they will shoot you faster, and so it's not a good choice, but it does trick out people, and even you point them at them, it will trick them out. And keep in mind, because of that factor, okay, if you point at someone and they see it, it's so realistic that it will make them freak out more, and they may point the gun back at you and their gun could be real. So in case of that happen, you're in deep shit. But if these things, okay, they don't need to know it's real or fake. It is airsoft, so what? Fuck it, boom. And then there you go, right? A face full of powder, of pepper powder, broken glass, nails, whatever. Ooh, one time it shot out on your face. Okay, so that's really kind of thing. And someone may be badass enough to modify one of these. Someone may be badass enough to modify one of these, like the ANK PKM machine gun. These things are really badass because right now you see I didn't put my mag in, but it uses a box of mag that holds the battery and 5,000 rounds. Imagine if you can beef up one of these guns and make them shoot about 500 or 600 FPS with aluminum BBs that rate 0.3 grams each. That will really piss someone off badly for a long time. You know, this is the box that holds the 5,000 BBs for the PKM, and if that gun is loaded up with battery, ammo, not jamming, if you keep spraying at that direction, it surely do put out a bit of, not a bit, but a lot of stopping power, because like, not talking about firearm kind of stopping power, but if people shot at me like that, I'm going to run away, right? I'm not going to go forward and let them shoot. Unless I have a real gun, I'll pick it up and boom, right, and stop the guy right away. But you know, if you're shooting like aluminum BBs, glass BBs at high rate of fire and over 500 FPS, that's going to be pretty painful, you know? And so this is one exceptional gun that I'll say is pretty good for that kind of situation. But other than that, I'll stick to grenade launchers and maybe the APS shotgun. If the shells actually do work all the time and it's very reliable, I may choose that one too, because you can actually put stuff in there and go boom. Oh, you know what, guys? At last, this is a bonus here. This is the great self-defense thing. Goblin pistol. It's very cheap compared to other airsoft guns, and it does feel cheap. Very small. You can put this inside your pocket. Take a look at that. All you do is pull back the sight and open it up. There you go. It's nothing but just one hole there. You put a shell in there, and the shell holds BBs or it holds paintballs. And there's the Goblin Deuce, which is a bit more clumsy, but it holds 2 shells at once. So instead of one, you have 2 shots. You can fire both shots at once, or you can fire 1 shot at a time. But I would choose the Goblin Solo because it's smaller, compact, and this thing acts like one of the things that you can have in case of anything happen, in case of you have nothing to use. This is one of your backup. It's very lightweight. It's fully made of plastic, and what you can do is, okay, let me show you the shells. Right here. These are the shells. This one here is the Airsoft shell. You inject CO2 inside and it will blast out 12 BBs. Okay, that's crappy, eh? Now, use these. The blue shells have nothing but one hole, you see? Again, haha. Okay, so these things can hold 1 round of paintball. Instead of paintball, put a pepper ball in there. Very easy. Pepper ball, plug it in. So now what it does is turn this grenade, the goblin paintball marker, into a grenade launcher. Pepper ball launcher. So it doesn't require a lot of FPS to launch a grenade. If you use CO2, it will provide enough power for that to break. So aim at a guy's center, right in the chest, boom! And then when the pepper ball hits, it spreads out the pepper powder, and it will give them the irritation that allows you to run away. So that's one paintball and airsoft mix kind of equipment that you can say it's okay for self-defense. Okay guys, so that's such a long video, but we have covered up a lot of stuff today, and actually go through a lot of useful points and telling you why some work, some doesn't work, and what I'll choose if I have nothing else. So hope you guys like the video. It's again, disclaimer here, I'm not saying that anyone should use these gears, as what I said, to for self-defense, and it may not be even legal, or it may be, whatever. Okay, so this is just a video to show you guys some ideas, sharing insight, and also making you aware of facts that you may not heard from other sources, and so everyone can do some thinking and have fun just like that. Okay, and also because these things can actually be used to do some damage, like the grenade launcher and stuff that I just told you about. Okay, so you should actually educate yourself, your friends, or your kids about these things do have the potential to do serious damage to people, and you need to practice proper gun safety, handling them safely in order to not have accidents and fuck-ups to happen. Okay, so thank you for watching. Remember to shoot safe, subscribe and like. Okay, bye-bye.